Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are having a fantastic weekend. Right now, as I'm recording this is a Saturday afternoon. We're getting some great weather, had a break from the winter storms, and so definitely enjoying it, making the most of it. Today, I was scrolling through my news feed while I was having some coffee, and I came across an article, and I thought I'd share that with you because I think it's important to have some background to understand some of the thoughts behind it as you start looking at departments. This article was about a police department in St. Louis that was looking at instituting a contract requirement for their officers. And this is not something that's really new to the industry, to this profession. Many departments have it, many do not. And what I would ask of you, if you come across this, is to look at the why. And that's going to be critical. Okay. So, what this department was doing was they were seeing an exodus of officers from their department after being hired a short time. And so, in order to try to minimize that, to stem that departure of officers, they were instituting a 2-year requirement, meaning that if an officer was hired and they left the department to go work somewhere else, they had to pay back their training cost if that occurred within 2 years. So you got hired, and then within that 2-year time frame, that officer left. They would have to pay back that training cost, and quite frankly, the training of an officer is expensive. You're looking at the uniform requirements. You're looking at the classroom instructors, the academy instructors, the certification, the ammunition. So it can easily go anywhere from the low 30s to the high $80,000, depending on a department, to train one single officer. So imagine if a department, especially a smaller department, kept on hiring people, getting them certified, and then they were leaving. And they're having to do this constantly. So that was one of the reasons that they came up with this. And you know what? And it makes sense, right? For a small department to keep on putting out that much money and not have an officer stay on their department for a very long time, that turnover is just it's gonna hurt them quite a bit. So in situations like that, like I mentioned, that makes sense. However, what if it was a department that was struggling because of some internal strife or issues that were going on within the city, the department there, and it just was not a great work environment for officers, and that's why they were leaving. Um, so I would ask that you look at those two categories as you're looking at departments, and if you come across that contract, dig deeper. Is it because of the climate over there, or is it because it's a smaller department and they have officers leaving? All right, big difference, but I think it's something that you shouldn't be turned off of right away. You definitely need to do some research, look into it a little bit more, make that educated decision. Right. One thing I noticed, a lot of people think that apply to be a police officer so easy that, hey, you know what, the departments they're short staffed, they're wanting us, and so they're putting applications left and right. But you have to be smart about it. If you're going to law school, would you just apply to any school, or would you start looking through the benefits of each college? If you were going to apply as a doctor at a hospital, would you do the same thing? If you were trying to decide between aerospace companies, would you just apply to anyone and get accepted at the first offer, or are you going to dig deeper and look at the benefits for you and make sure it's that right fit? Same thing here. So that's something quick I just wanted to toss your way. Hopefully, if you come across that, you won't be in the dark about what's going on. You might have some more context to make that educated decision. Outside of that, enjoy the weekend, and I'll talk to you later.